All right, we are finally live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. Sorry for the delay, but Microsoft decided about 2 seconds before I was about to start the video to do an automatic update on my laptop, which took forever. So I'm sure I lost a lot of viewers because of that, but it was something that I had no control over. It just decided, screw you, you got plans, you got things you got to do, I'm going to do it anyway. So a big middle thumbs up to Microsoft, and I can't wait to see what their patch did to screw up the computer, because every time you get an automatic update, your computer ends up being worse than it was the moment before. So that's how I'm starting my morning, and I want to thank, if anybody's still here, and if you're not, I don't blame you. I wouldn't wait 25 minutes for a video either, but hopefully eventually people will see it, because I thought of an idea of giving people the opportunity to pick the comics that I am going to be sending, that I send every month to PGX. I have 2 books that I selected, and I'll show them to you, and then there are 5 more books. I put in a post the 5 different choices, so you can vote for the one that you want to see, and the 2 that get the highest votes will end up being picked to be sent to get graded. So without further ado, thank you for people coming in. And again, I apologize for the delay. There was a Microsoft automatic update that took forever, but we are finally on now. If you are going to participate in the live chat, stay until the end, because I always do a surprise subscriber shout out. And the benefit of being one of the surprise subscriber shout outs is you can post your link to your video or to your channel in the comments section. Of course, I do have to approve it, make sure it's appropriate. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you have an eBay account where you're selling comic books or something like that, I can let you do that instead. Or if you have an Instagram account or a Facebook page, I'll leave it up to you. So I always pick 2. You just got to be in the live chat. And then don't forget to sign up for the cashback program. If you spend $20 or more within the first 30 days, 30 days, you get a $20 cashback bonus. It is 90 days. I apologize. My head's just all over the place right now. That kind of aggravated me, what Microsoft did. But anyway, I was seeing there was a lot of stuff going on with the Star Wars realm, and I saw a book. I'm like, wait a minute, I know I have this book. And I searched through all of my long boxes. The funny part is, I finally found it. It was in the last box. So it took me all day to search every single one of my long boxes, and of course it ended up being the last box. But as they say, better late than never. So I have 2 books that I am going to be sending in, and then you guys are going to pick the next 2. Like I said, I put a post that is already up of the 5 comics, and you can pick the ones that you think that you would like to see graded. So I ended up having 2 of these. It's either Canon or Kanan. I'm not a huge recent Star Wars fan. After the last quote-unquote trilogy, I just lost all interest in Star Wars. But the good thing about books you may not really care about, they make easy sales. So I always tell people, sometimes if you're investing in something that you don't like, it makes it a lot easier to sell it or trade it, because, a lot of people like myself that collect comics, if you love a comic, it's very hard to get rid of it. So, you get an attachment to them. So, I have no real attachment to these. Now, I bought these the day they came out. This is the 1 in 25. It's the Killian Plunkett variant. So, I was lucky enough to get 2 of these. I paid $12 a piece. Now, I got these back in 2015, so there is a little bit of an indent on each one. So, a pressing will help it, because it does not break color. So these could be 9/8 potentials. 9/8 potentials at this point are around $550. So I paid $12 a piece, so $24 for both books. I'm going to send both of them in to get graded. So that's the only 2 that I'm picking. So I'm going to show you 5 books, and then at any point you can vote at the post that I just put up, and you can pick which ones you want to see. And then it will be by the end of the month, I'll tally up all the votes. The highest 2 will be brought in, so you guys are going to be participating. All right, comic number 1. This is Young Avengers #1. I did not buy this the day it came out, but I did buy it fairly cheap considering at the time I bought it. This, of course, is the first appearance of Kate Bishop, the quote-unquote new Hawkeye, and the Young Avengers. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is definitely going to be focusing on these characters later on down the line. Whether it happens or not, nothing is ever guaranteed until it happens. So when I tell people all the time when it comes to speculation books, there are always risks involved, and even if they do it, you never know if it works out or if it's controversial or people like it. So anything can happen. But this is a fairly expensive book. I paid a total of $40 for it. Again, this could be a 9.8 potential, but of course we'll have to let them grade it to find out if you pick that one. So that is book #1. Next one, I got a really good deal on this. I have several different copies of this book, but for the price I paid and what you'll see on it, I could not pass this one up. So I'm trying to put some books that you guys haven't really seen much of. This is Avengers Annual #10. This is the first appearance of Rogue. Now, as you can see, there's some writing on it. It is triple signed. It is signed by Jim Shooter, Michael Golden, and Chris Claremont. I paid $81.98, and this is the newsstand variant. Now, this isn't a 9.8. It has a few little ticks on it. Maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that might be it. 4 little ticks that do break color. So this is probably in the 8.5 to 9.0 range. It has a certificate of authenticity and a picture of, I believe that's Chris Claremont, signing this book. So for $81.98 for the newsstand variant, triple signed, I couldn't pass up on that. And there's, rumors that Rogue will be appearing in the Captain Marvel movie. I would love to see that, because if you ever read the comics back in the 90s, Rogue basically absorbs Captain Marvel's powers and kills her. I would love to see that. Whether you would or not, I'll leave that up to you, but I was not too excited about the Captain Marvel selection that they picked for the actress and what they decided to, the route they decided to go. So I would love to see Rogue go in there and basically suck the power out of her. That would be awesome, but we'll find out. All right, next up, this is definitely a key book, one I definitely recommend. This is On the Rise. I got this, I think, last year. This is X-Men #129. This is the first appearance of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. So definitely a key book to get. X-Men, they are going to be really hot soon. It's just most people wait until after they make official announcements, but we know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. This is a pretty high-grade book. There are no spine ticks. It does have a little bit of a crease that does not break color, but the pressings would help it. I would not be shocked if this got over a 9. I would probably say a 9.0 to a 9.4. I only paid $84.98 for this book, so definitely one to consider. The person that's bought it themselves, they left their original price tags. I don't know if they paid that or that's what they were trying to sell it for $120. I paid $84. A lot better than $120. All right. The last 2 books I have had graded in the past, but I'll let you know if you guys want to see these again. This was a book since 2016 I've been telling people to get. I was lucky enough. I didn't get any of them, cover price or anything. That was before I started getting back into comics. But I did not pay more than like $30 for any of these. So I paid $28 for this one. And that, of course, is Edge of Spiderverse issue #2. This, of course, is the first print. This has 9.8 potential. A lot of times you'll see, because, when they stacked them, the black on the back of this book would sometimes mark the white part here, but I do not see that anywhere. So this book has 9.8 potential, and definitely a book I highly recommend. This book is getting really expensive, like I told people it was going to be, because the MCU is going into more diverse characters and more female characters, so I knew it was just a matter of time. But until she ends up getting a live-action MCU, this book, you ain't seen nothing yet as far as price. Now, of course, I can't guarantee she'll be in the MCU, but I would be shocked if they don't put her in eventually, especially if they're doing things like the Young Avengers and all of these newer characters. She did really well in the Sony version, the Spiderverse movie, which was a great movie. Loved the way they did the character. They did her justice. They didn't make her into some man-hater or abuser or anything. They made her fun. So that really increased her popularity. But if she gets in the MCU as a live-action character, that book is going to hit the moon. So even though that book is still expensive, it is a book worth getting. And there's like 6 prints of that book. So if you can't afford the first print, get a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth. Something is always better than nothing. But always look out for deals because they are out there. All right, so last but not least, we got the major key issue. I have several of this book, but this is definitely another book that will be on the rise. This is Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of Johnny Blaze. There have been rumors about something, again, I've been telling people since 2016, they're going to start going into the darker characters, more underground, like Blades and Ghost Rider, and characters like Mephisto. People laughed about my insiders back then. Like, I was telling people to get the Midnight Sun books, but they're really looking like they're going that route eventually, and I think it's going to start, or at least get probably a little bit in Doctor Strange too, because they said they're getting into more horror kind of outlook. So, I mean, Marvel horror, so it's not going to be anything gruesome or anything. But definitely a key book to get. I only paid $208.49 for this book. It's got a few ticks, I'd probably say 4 or 5 at the most, which is not bad for a book that has a mostly black cover. I would say between a 6.5 and a 7.5, which is a great, if I can get even a 6.5, I'll be happy for spending $208. So those are the 5 books. I have, excuse me, I have the post already up, so you can vote. Unfortunately, it only lets you vote for 1. But if you have another account, you can vote for 2 if you want. I'll leave it up to you. So the 2 highest will be picked. And again, if you're just coming in now, these 2 I am going to be putting in. So you guys are going to select the other 2. So this is the Canon or Kanan number 1. Again, I'm not a huge new Star Wars fan. I don't follow it. If I get 9.8s, I might consider either trading these with somebody or selling them. We'll see. But I only paid $12 a piece, and at a 9.8, these are going for between $500 and $600. Not bad for a grand total of a $24 investment for those 2 books. But here's the choices that you guys get once again. Marvel Spotlight number 5. That is the first appearance of Johnny Blaze. Edge of Spiderverse 2. First Gwen Stacy, a.k.a. Spider-Gwen, a.k.a. Ghost Spider. Potential 9.8. High grade XMen number 129, which is, of course, again, first Kitty Pryde, first Emma Frost. Get that book if you can get it. Avengers Annual number 10. First Rogue, another book to get. This is the newsstand variant, triple signed. And last but not least, Young Avengers number 1. It's funny, I have a couple of the variants of this, but this cover A actually is more valuable than even the regular variants. Go figure. Normally that's not the case, but I guess people really like this cover. And I guess because it shows the members in the background. Not all of them, of course, because Kate Bishop isn't on the cover, but you have Hulkling and all the other characters. This one is a direct edition, but that's still fine. All right, so those are the books. The post is already up, so go cast your vote. Let's do today's surprise subscriber shout-out. And I want to thank one of my moderators, Simon R., for telling people to hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. 21 people have hit the like button. If you guys like this, I might do this every month where you guys pick a few of the books that I'm going to send out. So this way you guys can participate a little bit more in seeing some books that you want. So for future reference, if you guys have been watching my videos and know the type of comics I have, if you want to put in the comments section other books for future videos that you would like to see graded, I can put those in there for people to choose. Alright, so let's do today's surprise subscriber shout out. We're going to start with McPuffin Muffin. I love that name. The more you comment, the more you're going to get my attention. So he definitely did that. So McPuffin Muffin, say that 10 times fast. You are the first surprise subscriber shout out. And then we're going to go with Smoke Banshee. Both of you are today's surprise subscriber shout out. So if either one of you have a YouTube channel, you can post the link to either a video or to your YouTube channel. Of course, I do have to verify it to make sure it is appropriate for people to view. So if anybody sees the links from them, that means it has been approved. So go check them out. It's a good way to support our fellow YouTubians. If you don't have a YouTube channel, if you have an Instagram page, Facebook page, any social network, if you have an eBay page where you're selling merchandise, as long as it's, not, sex toys or anything, because again, I will check and approve it, you can put that instead. I'll leave that up to you. And I want to thank everybody. Sorry again for the delay in this video. A big middle thumbs up to Microsoft for deciding to do an automatic update literally 2 seconds before I was about to start the video. But you guys are here, and that's all that matters. So thank you very much for those that stuck around. It means a lot to me. McPuffin says, can I post another YouTuber I like? Yeah, why not? If you want to post a link to the other YouTuber, again, it's got to be something that's appropriate. So if I'll check it first, but if it's somebody appropriate, I'll let you do it. Normally, I want it to be people that view my channel, but I'll make that as an exception this time. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about my mood. That was just a little aggravating that Microsoft did that. But I am glad you guys stuck around, and I appreciate your viewership. Sign up for that cashback program if you haven't done it. And don't forget, if you signed up a couple of weeks ago for the $40 cashback, you have 90 days to spend that $40 and you'll still get the $40 cashback, even though that program has ended. So, a lot of people signed up, but they did not take advantage, so you still have time. So make sure you do that so you don't give away money, because, an extra $20 is, money in your pocket instead of somebody else's. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for the 24 likes. And do not forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Go over to my section where I do the posts, look up the comics, vote, and we'll pick the 2 winners by the end of the month. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.